So we just kind of talked about this multiple regression. I'm going to run it again just from the start here. So the first thing we do is analysis regression, linear regression. The next thing we do is we plug openness as our DV into there. Emotional stability has one IV and agreeableness has the other IV into these boxes. When you get down here, you'll notice that like in block 1, you'll see you have emotional stability and agreeableness, but you don't have the interaction. So we have to add that interaction term. Reference levels don't matter too much. Assumption checks, model fit is fine. Model coefficients, these are fine. What I want is the standardized estimate and the confidence interval. And so down here, so I've done that, right? Model coefficients. Reference levels, nothing there. Assumption checks, nothing there. Feel free to do it if you want. Model fit, nothing there. Model coefficients, here we go. Standardized estimate, confidence interval, 95% confidence interval. Estimated marginal means. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit this marginal means table as well. So what I did here, I'm just going to undo all of this and show you what I did. So I was like, cool, I want to get a graph of my main effect of emotional stability. That's term 1. I want to get a graph of my main effect of agreeableness on openness to experience. That is graph 2. And I want to get an interaction graph. It really doesn't matter which one you put in first. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason to that. So we got a whole bunch of things output, and I'll talk about them here in a second. So first things first, I'm going to look at, let me make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Sorry that wasn't maximized. I'm really concerned with my p-value, my standardized estimate, and my 95% confidence interval. So the intercept, I have no concern over. That's the constant. Y equals mx plus b. This is the b. Emotional stability. Does emotional stability purified predict openness to experience? P's 0.142. The results are inconclusive. Okay. The beta, this is Greek B, so look, use that in your symbols. The beta is 0.29. Okay, so that's interpreted like a correlation. Correlations, 0.1 is small, 0.3 is medium, 0.5 is large. So this is a near medium beta. You interpret it the same way. But it's not significant, so it's inconclusive. The 95%, so this is your correlation, and you can see it down here. Emotional stability goes up, so does openness to experience, but the result is non-significant. This is inconclusive. If we do want to know effect size, I'm not going to ask you to talk about it in a non-significant result, but this is a near medium effect size in the sample, and in the population, the effect size could be between small, because this is actually less than small because 0.1 is small. So this is still a small effect. And 0.47 is near 0.5, which is large, but 0.478 is technically medium. So this relationship, which is essentially a purified correlation between emotional stability and openness to experience, is 0.28, which is a small correlation-like result. And the population correlation-like result, the population beta, is going to be between a small effect and a medium effect. Okay? We'll do the same thing for agreeableness. Agreeableness, the p-value is non-significant. The result is inconclusive. The standardized estimate is near 0. That's a very tiny effect. And this right here, this 95% confidence interval of beta, suggests that the population beta is between negative 0.15 and positive 0.22. Negative 0.15 is small, and positive 0.22 is also small. Small is between 0.1 and 0.3. So anything between 0.1 and 0.3 is small. Between 0.3 and 0.5 is medium, and anything above 0.5 is large. So we have another inconclusive finding. And finally, for the interaction, this is a non-significant result, so it's inconclusive. The standardized estimate, it's really small, but in order to understand what's going on here, we have to look down at the interaction graph that's below, but we'll see that in a second. The 95% confidence interval is between negative small and positive small. Negative being a negative correlation and positive being a positive correlation, right? When you're presenting this on your poster, all you have to say is the effect of emotional stability on openness to experience is non-significant and the result is inconclusive. The effect of agreeableness on openness to experience is non-significant, the result is inconclusive, and the interaction is non-significant and the result is inconclusive. Now, you don't have to have, so like I clicked all those different graphs just to look at it. The main effect of emotional stability has an emotional stability increases, openness to experience increases. These are, don't worry about these yet. They're for making our graphs. Agreeableness, right, on openness to experience. As agreeableness increases, openness to experience increases as well. And then for our interaction, so you got to look here, -1 standard deviation. So that's disagreeable. So this little light gray line right here is disagreeable. For disagreeable people, increases in emotional stability drastically increase openness to experience. For agreeable people, right, that's this dark line right here, +1 standard deviation, has emotional stability increases, openness to experience increases, but not as drastically as for disagreeable people. You can talk about the middle one if you want, but you don't have to. I'm just letting you see the nature of the interaction, right? Interactions are differences in slopes. Okay? I would like you to explain that on your poster to your faculty, explain the interaction graph. But essentially, this is what we are looking at here. This is all we have to do. This is a multiple regression. That is it.